to another episode of Dissect. Of course, I go by the name of Novelist.
And I am Jewel.
What's up, Jay?
I was
What's
just saying, I love the new intro, 2026.
right? New intro, new background,
Yeah.
new things.
New.
Yeah. How was the season? The
Well, I
time
gained
off.
pretty much almost 10 pounds already. It's time for me to go back to work.
Jeez, we didn't sit down here for like one show. How you getting 10 pounds?
Listen, me being at home, I can gain weight real fast. Trust me, COVID was
Yeah.
not nice to me at all. So one week, one week, I went on a scale, 7 pounds, easy.
Damn, that started with COVID, huh? I need some of your jeans because I sit down here
Yeah.
for a month and I think I'm just getting thinner.
How are your holidays?
It was chill, it was quiet. You know how I do. I don't, really get involved in much. So I sat here on what was it, December 25th, and I watched movies, had a few
Okay.
drinks. I went grocery shopping. Yes, I went grocery shopping on that day.
On the 25th of December, it was
Yeah.
which store was open, please? Rabba?
Listen, listen. My good old
For the store.
Asian Chinese people. No, no, supermarket.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Oh
they know how to
yeah.
do it. They know how
No,
to do it.
listen, the Chinese stores don't close except for once a year, and that's on Chinese New Year. So
Yeah, it's true,
yeah. hmm
It's
So as
true.
long as long as you got your alcohol and everything that you need, if you indulge in that, that is, then you ain't got to worry about groceries. You can just do it the day of.
Okay, I almost forgot about the episode today, and I was talking to Sam, our producer, and he was like, "Oh yeah, so when are you guys starting back?" I said, "Oh shoot, the third, January 3rd," and he was
hmm
like, "That's today." I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay,
Get a little too comfy there, huh?
right."
Yeah. But yeah, back to business. So we have a new guest. First time on
Yes, to
Dissect
kick off
tonight.
the 2026
Yeah,
season.
that's actually a nice way to kick it off.
Yeah.
After you guys don't eat off all that food, maybe you guys could lose some pounds at the end of the show.
Was that at me?
No, no, no. Whoever is, sat at home and ate black cake and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you want to do the introduction or should I do the introduction?
You can go. You're ready. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. Well, like I said, it's a good way to start off, and this is the second time we're gonna have a comic on the show. This is the first time we're gonna have a female comic on the show. This is the first time we're gonna have a female with that name. The name, I want to really get into the name because the name and comics, it's almost something you don't put together,
Yeah.
but it is together. And welcome to the stage, or welcome to Dissect for the first time, Miss Faith with the jokes.
Faith with the
Ooh,
jokes.
What's up, Faith?
uh, hello, guys. Thanks for having me.
All
Thank you for
right.
joining us.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New
I'm
Year to you.
I'm
Uh,
so sorry. Every time I hear her voice, I just have to.
why? Don't start this.
I'm sorry. So, like, welcome to Dissect Faith.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it
uh,
it started already.
No, but if people really know who Faith is, they will be laughing too. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, welcome to Dissect Faith.
yeah, thank you.
Right. You want to tell us a little bit more about yourself, like your background, I guess, or where you from, type of deal.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I am born and raised in Toronto, Ontario, so I'm a Canadian comic.
Mm-hmm.
Both my parents are Jamaican, so if you watch my content, you will see that a lot of my, commentary and content is based off, my upbringing and definitely my comedic parents in a comedic light.
Right.
I'm a content creator, an event host, and as well as a stand-up comedian.
Mm,
Yeah,
nice.
Mhm.
in a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
Yeah.
I
I
would say
mean,
a film creator, a
Yeah, yeah,
voiceover, like so
yeah,
many different things.
yeah. Definitely, I definitely would say I wear a lot of hats and the entertainment sphere, and
Right.
yeah, it's awesome.
Okay.
So, is there like comedians in your family? Well, when I mean comedians, um, we all have funny people in our family.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I should rephrase my question and ask, where does the comic come in? Was there something you were exposed to at an early age, or is this something that's just naturally around the house?
I would say maybe my family were filled with some self-proclaimed comedians, but
Okay, we all got those.
some of them are funny, some of them are funny looking, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anyone has really done comedy like as a career, as a profession, like I'm doing,
Right.
or really anyone has done entertainment. Actually, I
Hmm.
would say I'm probably the first person in my family that I would say is pursuing entertainment and much less comedy. So
Okay.
I wouldn't say I grew up around it, but a lot of things play into my lens as a comedian, and the things that I've experienced has you know gave me great stories to tell on stage and
Right.
also story tell online. But
Mhm.
yeah, I guess the comedy is something that was just birthed within me, and yeah.
Mm. Okay.
So being birthed with this great talent and like skill, but how do you then transition into sharing it with other people? Like the people give jokes in their family at Christmas
Right.
time and whatever, but like to transition from doing that
Mhm.
into social media, like how did that happen for you?
Yeah, great question. Honestly, um one night I was online and I was making, videos about like certain topics. And at the time, like I didn't have a following. It was just, my friends who were the ones that followed me, people that I knew in person. And I've always been like a comedic person, like around my friend group and things like that. And I like to say that I stumbled across content creation. So
Mm.
like probably like the first three videos that I did, just talking about something, like people were like sharing them and people really liked them. And then for a while I was just doing rants. I'm like, okay, I guess people like them, so I continued to do them. And then over time, as I gained the following and people were really liking the things that I was putting online, um the rants transitioned into actual skits. So I would rant about something. If I'm ranting about like Caribbean parents or strict parents, the rants turned into me. Okay, I need to act this out because I need people to really feel me,
Yeah.
you know. So really, I just saw that it was making people laugh, and I was like, oh, that's a good feeling. That feels good. I want to duplicate that and do that on a grand scale. And as I continue to just post videos, just the thought and the idea of doing this as a career really presented itself, but it wasn't something that I initially pursued. I felt like it just happened. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Fear. This is a little different. It feels weird, a little scary.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm grateful to know that, my parents supported it. They didn't fully understand it,
Right.
and neither did I. But
Mm.
as they got to see that people were being impacted by it, they're like, okay, all right, well we'll see where this goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So how's the family support now? Did it grow from that or?
oh definitely.
Right.
Especially with Caribbean parents,
Exactly.
like what
Caribbean.
was there? Can you? Would you be comfortable sharing what the reaction was actually
Yeah,
like?
for sure, for sure. So, my mom didn't really know I was making videos online. Like she doesn't fully at the time she didn't know how social media fully worked.
Right.
And at that time as well, Instagram was just made that feature of videos. So that was new to like everyone.
Mm.
So it wasn't until I went out in public and someone said, hey, you did that video I really, and my mom's like, what are they talking about? And then I had to show my mom
I
the
know.
video. And she's like, okay, yeah,
Wow.
Mhm. That's pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
I know, our families could really be rough when we choose any path,
yeah,
right?
Mhm.
In life. So the fact that, mom's is supportive. That's definitely a plus.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
So,
Yeah.
with apart from like the things that's happen in the house, and the I'm pretty sure when you watch cartoons or anything, you get some type of inspiration because you actually voice over some of these cartoons. But
Yeah.
where do you get most of your ideas from?
I would say for me, everyday life. Like I have my notepad in my phone that I use religiously. Like every time
Mm,
I see like an idea, oh, that would be funny, that would be interesting, or this experience happened to me. Let me write it down and then see how
Hmm.
I can translate it
mhm,
online or with stand up. And like yeah, everyday experience as well. Like my parents and stuff. Like when I was going to college, university, when I was
Hmm.
playing ball, like everything added to just the creativity and ideas and things like that. So
Right.
lived experience for sure.
Hmm.
mhm. And your skits, your Toronto man skits,
Yeah.
and it's,
Yeah, those
it's so
surroundings.
accurate. It's so accurate. It's so that's why it's so funny. It's
Mhm.
real.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of those Toronto mans are my neighbors. So definitely.
And
Wow.
I'm pretty sure they're supportive as well.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Yeah,
They
of course, of course.
yeah, it's definitely that's why I love making things that are so authentic to my culture, the city's culture, because people live and breathe the characters that I put online. People know these characters or they can resonate with it um
Right.
to some degree. So yeah, I love the fact that I'm just highlighting and emphasizing what people already see and experience as
Hmm.
well.
Mhm. Hmm.
Oh yeah, that makes the audience appreciate it more, and you, the creator, you know, appreciate the audience at the end of it, right? So,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Living my truth.
Yep.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, how do you think you're received by your audience? Like,
Mhm.
well, not just your in-person audience, but your online audience. Like, how is the
Right.
reception from them?
Mhm.
What's the
I'll say
feedback?
the reception is awesome. It's amazing. I oftentimes I would get messages of like how a video helped somebody through a day or impacted somebody, and
Right.
that's the whole reason why I continue to do content creation. Why I still continue to do it, even when sometimes it feels draining, tiring, or even you get in like a creative rut, or you're just like I don't know. Like I'm just reminded by the support and the
Right.
feedback and reading my comments and reading my messages and interacting with
Mhm.
people, because sometimes you can get very lost, especially when you have a large following. Sometimes they look just like numbers and they
Yes.
don't you don't remember that these are actually like people
Right.
receiving this.
Mhm.
So I'll say the feedback from my audience is impactful and they impact me just as much as I impact them.
That's good. That's really good to know, and sh- should be a great feeling because it's gratifying, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. So, like I mentioned earlier, it's like your name. It's two things that you don't really hear them together.
Hmm.
Like, whenever you hear the word faith, the first thing you think is like, some righteous or godly, right?
Right, right.
And then the jokes with the jokes.
Yeah.
How how did you come about to put this two together?
Yeah. Well, I would definitely say the faith with the jokes name came about. I wanted to utilize my name because I love the fact that my name has a double meaning. In the
Mhm.
comedy, that terminology is called a double entendre, and it's
Right.
used in like rap and poetry and things like that. And I'm big on my faith as well because I am
Hmm.
Christian believing. So when I put faith with the jokes, it means both at the same time.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
It's awesome because and my comedy is also clean as well, online and on stage. So my comedy set could be brought in a church setting, it could be taught among youth and things like that, as well as my videos can be shared among relatively any age group. So the faith for the jokes really is a play on both of the things that are most valuable to me, and that's my name,
Hmm.
my reputation, and my faith.
Love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the twist to it.
Yeah,
I
and
love
I got the jokes, so that that
it.
part that
Well,
part as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the name pretty much says it all.
Yeah, 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 I would say
That's
so.
it.
Yeah.
All right. So
So you're
what?
an online. So go ahead. No,
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you're online comedian. You're a stand-up comedian.
Hmm.
How it has it been easy as a female comic to get bookings, or is it like a word of mouth? I saw Faith do a comedy show or something, and then that's how you get your bookings. Like how has it been for you?
I would say it's a little bit of both, honestly. I thank God that coming into stand up comedy, I already had an online presence. So for me, it wasn't kind of like a hard start at stand up, where starting from scratch per se. It was more of a transition for me because I started making content. So this year would actually be 10 years of doing content online. And then stand up comedy, this would be my third year doing stand up.
Mhm.
So, coming into stand up, I already had a lot of my quote unquote chops, or a lot of understanding of um, my persona, or my presence on stage, or my point of view, because I've been making skits online for so long. So
Mhm.
really and truly, my material was just kind of like me storytelling my skits, but in a way that's more performative versus online,
Mm,
which is a very interesting thing to do. And it definitely has comedy's different on both levels. But I would say so it's a little bit of both, word of mouth, um marketing myself as
yeah.
well, as
Mhm.
not only just an online comedian but a comedian in general. And
Right.
Hmm.
yeah, just working on my skill set and putting myself out there. I think putting myself out there has worked out. I was
Mhm.
doing stand up for a few months before I let it be known online, because I know people would try to come to a show. So I
Right.
wanted to get attention
Right.
first.
That's
And yeah,
hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I wanted to ask because I mean, I watch a lot of comic myself, right? I'm a I'm a silly person, so they say.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm not a comedian, but I could see the difference in being a stand-up comedian and being an, online creator or, whether it's cartoon or even just an actor, right?
Hmm.
Or an actress. And, stand-up is it's like it's like grabbing a mic and freestyling.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So what like what was that like? I mean, coming from being comfortable with what you're doing and then having to now take it on stage.
Hmm.
What
Yeah.
was that transition like?
I love that. I love that question. For me, it was surreal. And it was surreal because, I come from a world of content creation where all the likes, all the engagement is digital. So it's kind of like you don't always see the dislikes, or you don't always see where the content doesn't work. You only see the likes and you only see the views. And in
Right,
stand up, you'll get that same thing, but it's live.
right.
You get likes, likes. The transition of that in stand up are laughs. And
Hmm.
Yeah.
and depending on like how like funny the joke is, depend on the volume of the laugh. Same thing when it comes to views.
Hmm.
So I would say that transition for me was it took a little bit of learning for me, because I'm so used to quote unquote going viral. you
Hmm.
know so I thought that was going to transition on stage immediately.
Right,
But
Yeah.
it's a process, and it's just a skill that I really had to learn, and I'm still learning as well. I've
right,
gotten better since I've started, of course, but the transition for me was more like understanding, like, this is not Instagram. This is
right.
this is
The
real
real
life.
Uh,
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
So, yeah, and I got to really take in the fact that, like, I'm actually really funny, because I'm like, okay, I can make people laugh on
right.
stage, but it took time. It took
Yeah, of
time to
course.
get there. But yeah,
Yeah,
very, very.
you gotta like, I mean, it's one thing for a performer to get on stage and perform something they rehearse for like over and over and over, right?
Mhm.
And whether the crowd respond to that song or the next song, it depends. But for a comedian, it's like, yo, you gotta be on point with the jokes, like
Yeah,
Hmm.
keep
Yep.
it rolling.
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
That
One wrong word could ruin the punchline.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've seen where, I've seen comics, say something and the crowd didn't respond, and then they got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm.
working in their head to come up with the other joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, kudos to you, man.
That's what I wanted to ask. Like, how do you pivot like in front of people? How do you then in your mind say, okay, that didn't work? Shoot, you know, like, how do I know redeem myself?
And quick
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. Honestly, I just move on to the next joke. I think you have to. It's like I look at it as life. Life is kind of like stand up comedy in a way, in the
Mm,
context of like if you're trying to pursue something or trying to do something and it doesn't work, then you just move on to the next thing. So
right.
in stand
Mm.
up, if I say a joke and it doesn't land as well as I wanted to, either I move on to the next joke or even ask the crowd like, "How you doing?" Maybe it's not resonating with them because maybe I haven't spoke to them or quote unquote
Right.
crowd.
Mhm.
Maybe I haven't interacted with the crowd enough. I just got to my jokes. And I think the big thing with comedy is that, it's not about you just talking about yourself or you telling a story. You have to make sure that you
And,
create that bridge between you and the
and
audience.
audience,
Yeah.
yes.
It's an experience for them, not for you.
Mm,
You're trying to entertain them. So
right.
It's
yeah,
true because there's some comedians be laughing at their own joke before they even tell the
yes,
joke. I'm like, dude,
Yep.
like, you didn't even tell the joke yet. That
exactly.
ruins it. And then when it's not even that funny, it's like, okay, that's what you were
Yeah,
laughing at. Okay.
Right.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
How do you renew yourself or rejuvenate yourself after, like, okay, you said you've been doing it for how many years? 2 years?
My third year.
Third year.
Yeah.
How do you renew yourself? Because I don't want to use anyone's name, but I've seen some comedians and then I was like to a point where like, okay, I know where he's going, I know all his jokes kind of thing,
Right.
Hmm.
and I don't
Mhm.
want to go anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
I know your jokes. You need some new material, right?
Yeah,
Right.
And it's a
yeah,
friend of
yeah.
mine. So it's like,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think for me, I like to do new experiences. So what I love to do is like comedy is supposed to be something that again bridges the gap, right? So I
Right.
like to have new experiences and then write about those new experiences.
Mhm.
Because if they're new experiences, then no one has heard about it before. And also I think it's always a good thing to you revisit your old jokes but add things to them, add context, add color, make it colorful, or expand, or even just try to tell it in a different way.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm getting older, I'm getting wiser, I'm having different experiences, so everything is new because everything I'm doing in my life
Mhm.
is new, and then it translates to my creativity, so I just try to keep things fresh.
Okay.
So are you one of the comics that in interacting with the crowd you find somebody to pick on?
I wouldn't say I be picking on people. For me personally, there's different comedians. They like to do crowd work first. Whatever. Me, I only talk to you if you talk to me. you know,
Okay.
like in
Okay.
Uh,
terms of like when if an audience member makes like a crazy laugh or says something as I'm saying a joke or like they're just in agreement of what I said, then I'm
Right.
like, yeah, right, you yellow shirt, yeah, like
Oh, okay, something like
yeah.
okay.
that.
Okay.
I really try to make it an like a conversation, like an experience. But
Yeah.
if
Mhm.
I'm being spoken at, or like I like to validate the audience, if they're not and they're laughing, I'm like, yeah, yeah. So like, or even like I ask like a rhetorical question and they nod. So yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
but I don't be picking on people.
That's good because when I visit the comedy club, I always make sure I'm not in the front row
Yeah,
because
you.
I don't want to be.
Listen,
Yeah, that's the worst. That's
Yeah.
the worst part to be if you're not trying to talk to anybody.
I
Mhm.
personally don't feel safe in a comic club, period. Like I would have to look at myself 6 times before I leave my house in the mirror. Uh, sure I watch myself in the car reflection, any glass before I walk in,
Yeah.
because I went to what is it called? Yuck Yucks?
Yuck yucks. Yeah.
Yeah, a few years ago. And I was in the very, very, very back. There was nobody
Uh,
in the back of me back. And this guy decided to come all the way to the back of the stage and come talk to me. I
mm,
didn't know who he was. He was just asking me random questions about Toronto, give him his answer. Then he went on on stage and said everything I told him.
Wow.
oh,
Yeah,
really?
Wow.
everything I told him. I was
Wow.
like,
Wow, it's crazy.
it was funny. I was in tears at the end because it's like, are you kidding me? Like, yes,
That's how you created this content. That's unique.
yeah. He
You gotta
came.
give me
Yes,
some credit.
yeah. Right. If I knew, he was from Detroit. If I I could see him, but I can't remember his name. Bald headed guy. And he came. Oh, what's Toronto's lottery number? Which I found was games. Where I found was weird. Like, huh? It's like 649. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay. Where's the baddest place in Toronto? What the? I don't know. Jen and Finch.
He's
And
doing
just
his
give them
research.
random quick
He's
answers,
doing
right?
his research before.
I'm trying to enjoy the show, but this guy went on there and yeah. So I don't feel safe around you guys.
Um, there's a question in the back. How do you deal with heckling? Have you ever been heckled? Because
Mhm.
that happens a lot in the States, in the US.
Hmm.
Yes. I've had been heckled before. I also have a clip on my Instagram where I was heckled, and I was actually earlier in my stand up career, but I maneuvered with that. But there's two different types of hecklers though. There's a positive heckler, and those are people that they're not necessarily trying to like be bad at the show. They're just having such a good time. They just
They're,
want
they're
to let
loud.
you know. Like, and sometimes they're drunk. Like, so they're positive hecklers that where they're just like, yeah, and it's like you're trying to get to your next joke and they're
Yeah.
still speaking, you
Yeah.
know? And you kind of have to deal with them in a nice and a polite way, I would say.
Mhm.
For me, like I kind of like, yeah, but you got to be quiet now. Move on to the next joke. And then
Right.
people laugh because everyone's thinking that same thing, or just do it courteous and spontaneous and add a little charisma when dealing with positive hecklers. Now,
Mhm.
negative hecklers, the ones that everybody is afraid of, those are the ones that they don't really agree with it. They're shouting out of turn, they're being disrespectful,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. For me personally, I kill them with kindness, same way. And
Mhm.
that's how I end or even maneuver through arguments, period. So I,
Right.
Mhm.
I, I kill them with kindness. That's me. Other
Okay.
comedians opposite, but it depends on who you're heckling.
Right.
Yeah, that's who you're heckling. And depends on like what's being said as well. Like sometimes people just want to be heard or interacted with. So it really depends.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love that question though.
Nice. So are you I don't know comic terms as I'm using music terms, but I would probably think it would probably be the same. Are you a good freestyler per se? Like you could just come out of jokes top of your head quickly?
Mm, I would say it depends. I would say that I'm really good at like improvising. I did improv in
Improv.
university as well.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I'm good at improvising, but I always, for me personally, I am loving to be prepared. I love to be prepared with what I'm gonna say, and I
Right.
like to probably improvise a little bit of the rest. So, for example, if I say something that's funny, then I like to improvise, and comedians we call it like the tagline, where it's like it's kind of like a response to the. I'm using comedy terms. It's like a response to the premise. So it's kind of like think of it as like an extra sentence to the funny part of the joke. So I like to improvise that part in
Oh,
terms of what
okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to say. I need to be prepared. I need to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Th-
remember that show, Nick Cannon show. What is that show called again?
Wild
Oh,
out.
wow, no.
Wild It Out. You'd be good on there then. I think you'd be
Wow.
good on Wild It Out.
I think I would kill Wild. I did my own Wild and Out series on my YouTube a few times. I love Wild and Out. I would definitely kill it.
Yeah, that's a good.
Speaking of YouTube,
Hmm.
you did a whole Pop to the Balloon series.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Was that real or is that like just meant for pure comedy?
It was real. All my YouTube videos are real. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Because I saw that you did like a casting call. You needed people to be on the show. So I wasn't sure if it was real people trying to meet people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also you actually have a show like that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like,
So I haven't posted on YouTube in quite some time. Been a little busy, but on YouTube I like to create like my own like TV shows and TV series of things and
Yeah.
long
I
form
didn't see
content. So I
that.
did pop the balloon.
I gotta look for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I was looking for some stuff today and I saw that.
Hmm.
Speaking of, we're at a halfway point of the show.
Okay.
There's a few clips that we want to show the viewers of you being funny. so they can get an idea of what made me laugh so much when we first came on. So we're just going to run those for the people in the back, just have them queued. There's like 3 different videos. They're very short. They're from your YouTube. So we're just going to have a look at those and maybe talk about them when we come back.
All right.
Do you have any customer service experience?
No. I don't really like people.
That's right, that's right. If you're sick and I tell you have to come to work, what you do?
Well, I'm just not coming in. Because me, when I'm sick like a dog. And I'm sick for like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
How about a month?
Yes.
Last question. If a customer asks for extra gravy, what you gonna tell them?
I'm going to look at them and I'm going to tell them, we not have that.
Alla girl. Good job. You are hired. Welcome to the Scotty Barnes family. Yes.
Hello, everybody. This is just a regular inspection. Let me see the meat. Sure. It's all right here. What? 11 o'clock and the oxtail is ready? That not right. That not right. But we don't have plantain. Hold on, hold this. Yes, we do. That not right. Next, I'm gonna check the service.
Can I get a beef patty and a packet of ketchup?
Ketchup packets with your patty. Am I disrespect the food and you still are gonna give him manners? No, sir. That not right. The food is good, but we can't pass them.
Damn viral ketchup guy. Get out, man. Take the ketchup, man. And never let me see you come back inside this place again. Never again.
Wow. Now that is authentic. Pass.
Merry Christmas! I brought the game.
Nakisha, I know you that. You gain weight. No man, you put on weight. It's the last time I seen you.
Like, what happened to we listen, we don't judge?
Well, I am judging. Call me Judge Judy, cause me a judge. You look big. You don't look maga no more. Me have 6 pitney. You can't hide none from me. Warm inna that the stomach, yeah. What inna that?
Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay, all right. I joke me I make, man. Come sit down.
Because you're saying that like...
Come sit down and yam. But you look like a yam already still.
No!
Maxine, stop it, Maxine. Leave the pitney alone, man.
I even started working out. Like,
yes, baby, I know. You're just turning into a young woman.
Look, I even brought her weight to prove it.
No, sir, if you have to bring proof, that must say one thing. You hide it, man.
We'll try again next year.
It's okay. Me already did have a dream say you hold one baby, so hey.
Wow. Yes, that last one, that one hit hard. That family.
Every holiday.
You put on weight or you got skinny. It's like, oh, just say hi. It's a long time no see. No, I can't do that.
No, Caribbean people can't do that.
No.
The funny thing of all those skits is all of them are so true.
Right? Yeah.
You know. Yo, you guys have oxtail? Yo, we not have that.
Not have that.
Why are you guys even open? Wow. And yeah, that is how our family give compliment. You're maga, yes, but you're fat, you this, you that.
I do have a question about the Scotty Bonds one.
Right.
I don't know if you want to answer, but you don't have to answer it. Was that a paid advertising that you did?
So it was a collaboration.
Okay.
So yeah, so with Scotty, they have like a marketing team with what they're building, and they envision me, so we collab. So they're on the creative side of things. So I do paid ads for other restaurants and stuff like that, but that was a collaboration opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know he has his own little ads there.
Yeah.
Like we're not passing you because you're doing everything too clean and too right now. How's the food ready? It's only 11 o'clock.
Right?
Yeah, we're not like that as a people. It's so true. It's so true. Oh wow. So what can we look for next? Like what you got? What you working on next? Any comic shows coming up that we can look forward to?
Yeah. So I have a few shows coming up in February. I have a few private events, and I have a few shows that's in the works right now. And my booking calendar is open. So if any of you need a host, an MC for your event, as well as would like to book me to do some comedy, let me know. But yeah, I have some things, some projects I'm working on that I can't disclose really. But
Oh, okay.
Well, you know, this is Dissect, right? We
I
always
knew
tell people when they say that, I always remind them
I
this is
knew she was gonna
Dissect.
say that.
You have to give it a little something. It's Dissect the thing. We need to say that at the top of the show. You don't have to. But
Yeah, Joe's trying to get you in trouble. But so whatever it is that is coming up, it's gonna be around the city type of thing, so we could look out for
Yeah.
it. Oh,
yeah.
okay,
okay.
so that's good enough. So y'all know to
Yeah.
just look, just keep looking.
Yeah. And we tend to try to show up at events for our guests too and support our guests that way.
That'd
So
be awesome.
we can.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
and we'll be carrying cameras too. We're not just gonna sit down in the audience and watch you.
Or will it be one of those events where saying it's already being recorded? You are not allowed to record in this
Right?
setting. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, definitely give me a shout if you're coming. Say hey. Yeah, that'll be dope.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. So there are more questions.
Okay, let's get into it.
So I noticed that we were kind of talking in the back about you being on Family Feud.
Mm-hmm.
What was that experience like? And was it like, because it's a comedy show in itself, being on Family Feud. How is that like for you?
That was honestly a blast. Like I will say that, it's like how filming stuff like all day filming. But I would say that the best experience that I've had with my family in a while. And I think we all had a really good time, just experience as a whole. I thought it was nice. They fed us, they took care of us. They're like, if you guys want coffee or anything, let us know. We had people getting us coffee, all those things. We rehearsed like crazy for the show. Everything is definitely live. Like there's no like really anything like scripted in terms of like the gameplay and stuff like that. So that part was probably nerve-wracking for my family, not so much for me. But I thought it was a great experience. I would honestly do it again.
Nice.
So they didn't embarrass you with and your family didn't embarrass you with the answers.
No. It was I actually said an answer to a question that went like semi-viral, but I answered an incorrect question, and people on now keep bringing it up to me.
Oh, I'm gonna look for that.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah. So basically, the question was like, it was like, I have to phrase it properly, but it was like if somebody stole your parking spot, name an animal that you would call them. I said raccoon.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's actually a
What
good
animal
answer.
would you call?
Yeah,
Because raccoons steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like the bandits with the patch on their eye.
See, now you made my answer sound better.
It does, but it does. Listen, okay, Family Feud is stupid, okay? Like some of the answers are really stupid. Like
because they.
But that actually makes sense. A raccoon.
Yeah, I felt like it did, and in the moment, I actually did not hear the question. And with Family Feud, like they have a lot of cameras and producers watching, so you can't even cheat if you wanted to. And I didn't hear the question properly, and I couldn't turn to my cousin and be like, "What did he say?" Like it was.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Okay.
I just said the first animal that came to my head.
But that makes
It
sense.
makes sense to me.
Like I'm sitting here thinking of animal that teeth things, and you'll think of a cat, a raccoon, which is from the cat family, a monkey. What else? Maybe a dog.
Yeah, dog. Dog was on the list. A pig, a snake, rat.
Oh, a snake.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, snakes and pigs. Yeah,
snakes,
pigs
okay.
did anything.
All right.
Pigs are still
Makes
themselves.
Yeah, So
Oh,
I guess I overanalyze things, so that's why I was like, yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Of course, a raccoon, a bandit with
yeah,
those stripes, and
Yeah, should be the number one answer.
exactly,
exactly.
exactly,
We need to protest that.
Right?
right? Yeah, that way my family and I could win back the
Go
money we
back to
lost.
that.
But
Oh
So,
man.
Faith, question for you. So it might be a little bit personal, but someone from the back just brought up this question, and I know sometimes when I'm going to use myself as an example. First of all, I work in a field where I'm always helping people. I'm always thinking for people. Always like on have to be on duty. Is there any a time that you feel like drained and you like you need like to take a step back and say, I'm making people laugh, but I need someone to do that for me. Do you ever feel like that?
I would say not really, because I surround myself with a great support system because I don't want that to happen. I'm definitely a giver, and I'm definitely someone that loves to pour into others. But in all honesty, like me pouring onto others and seeing the impact that I make, like that fills me up. Like it makes me whole. So it actually, when I give to someone, it doesn't take away from me. It actually adds to me. To be very
Okay.
honest.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
I got my mic on mute. I don't know if you guys can hear that? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear
So
that.
yeah, my fire alarm is going off. So
Okay. So you want to take it off? Yeah. Go on mute for a minute.
um
Conversation is very
yeah,
hot.
It's
I'm
not
gonna go
too
on mute
bad. It's not too bad.
for 2 seconds, and hopefully the building is not on fire, and I'll be right back, and you guys continue
The
without me.
announcement. The announcement. I live in a building too, so they always do that announcement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
This is just a test.
When they do show up.
Hey.
It's,
Okay, so my next question is like I know being a female in any industry is very tough, right? What is it like being, a female in the comic industry?
Great
What's that
question.
like?
I would say for me, um, it's I wouldn't say it's as bad as people have experience. I'm grateful that the spaces that I'm in, or the comedy space that I'm in right now. There's a lot of like female run shows and female producers that that book me and that accommodate, and a lot of males too. I would say like they're always looking for like a female to add to the lineup, which is pretty cool, honestly. In terms of like a grander scale. Um, it's definitely a male dominated field, but I'm somebody that's like, I know that I got the chops, I know I gotta put in the work, and either way, like the route that I'm going is very different. I would say so. Yeah, I think it's a superpower of me to be a female in this industry. To be honest, it kind of feels like there's like pros and cons to standing out like a sore thumb. I would say. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Great.
don't. I think there's only one other that I know of, Toronto comedian, female comedian,
Yeah.
Keisha Browning.
Shout out to Keisha. Yeah, yeah,
The only other Black female comedian that I know of in Toronto.
yeah.
Um, I'm I am I wouldn't say friends with, but I know him very well, Jay Martin and Trix. I went to school with Trix, so um,
Wow.
the two of them are like top Toronto
Yes.
comedians.
I saw Tricks the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like, have you ever wanted to collab with either them or another art I'm gonna say artist, but another comedian?
Yeah, I've actually done 3 shows with Jay Martin. I did one show, and then he booked me for the other show, and then I did another show with him. So he's amazing to watch, amazing storyteller. So he's like a big bro to me in this industry for sure. So shout out to Jay Martin.
Yeah.
He's encouraged me on numerous occasions. Tricks, I saw him perform literally last Saturday, and he's a treasure to watch perform. So he's somebody that's up there that I would definitely love to share the stage with, as well as White Yachty. I saw him perform as well.
Ah, yes, and
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. White Yachty.
Jean-Paul, Jean-Paul,
Yeah,
what's that Trini one name?
Mark Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I performed with him as well, and
I
he's
did. Okay.
yeah, I have. He's dope. He's dope. So really, like, I love, and this could just me being biased as a Caribbean woman myself, but like, I love. I would love to share the stage with more like Caribbean comics or even do like an all Caribbean show, cause yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I would love to.
I think Caribbean comedy is so different from any other type of comedy. Maybe because it resonates with me
Yeah.
and I can relate. I
Hmm.
think that's probably what makes comedy funny. Anyways, it has to be relatable, right?
Yes.
You have to be able to
Exactly.
relate to what the comic is saying in order to
Hmm.
get the joke. you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is someone that I'm like people think he's hilarious, and I'm like, I don't find that he's hilarious at
Hmm.
all.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain things that he'll say, but I don't know. I have to relate, and I relate to Faith
Exactly.
with the jokes.
Yeah. Exactly.
I I think for him he hits a different type or ethnic background, if you know what I mean.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm,
Like his jokes are okay, but it doesn't resonate to us as a people as much as I don't know, Kevin Hart or
yeah.
Martin Lawrence or whoever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't hit the same.
And I would say there's definitely, and as like I'm indulging more and more into comedy, I've noticed that there's a difference between black comedy or like black American comedy and like Caribbean comedy. It's kind of like it's like Caribbean comedy is like culture.
Mhm,
Black American comedy is like a culture as well. And before I got into stand up, I thought that like okay, I would immediately fit into that category because I'm black. But as I
mhm,
continue to develop material and just original circumstances and putting them into a storyline for stand up, I realized I don't really fit that much into that core like I thought. And it's like that's
mhm,
why I'm saying this is like either like a not maybe like not like a new lane, but it's like something where it's like this is a lane, and I like that route. And obviously, the end goal is to make everybody laugh, but I definitely want to develop like a core audience as well.
Right.
mhm.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to a young comic coming up, like up and coming, like whether they're male or female? What advice would you give to them?
Mm, I would say continue to get to know yourself more. And why I say that is because when you're in comedy, because comedy is so subjective, sometimes you'd watch somebody and you'll be like, they're getting so many laughs, and but I don't understand how. Maybe I need to be like them. Maybe I need to be like this person. There's so many, you just see so many people, and everybody's style is so different and everybody looks different. And because
Mhm,
somebody looks a certain way, certain jokes they say can work because they have that demeanor, they have that tonality. They're you know they're they're probably black or white, so they can say certain things and get away with it, right?
mhm,
So I think the better you know yourself in this industry, the better you'll be able to tell jokes, because the way you tell a joke, you have to tell it through your filter. And only way to tell it through your filter is by knowing yourself and knowing what makes things funny and authentic to you. So
right.
a lot of like, and that's something like I'm even continuing to teach myself, is like sticking on to who I am, because who I am is what people are buying tickets to see. Or who I am really tells the joke, because nobody can tell it like me because they're not me.
Mhm.
So
Hmm, I like that. Be your true and authentic self.
yeah.
Learn who you are first. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. Because it could be one topic, but everybody's gonna write a joke about that topic in a different way because they all have a different lens. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting. Before we go there, Jay, before we go there, friggin' thing is um what are some of the comedians that you look up to? And is there any like Caribbean comics that you look up to?
Yeah, yeah. I would say for me, I love Kevin Hart. He like I think he's so like animated. I love his energy on stage, and I love
Mhm.
watching him in films. But also it's not only about like just him as a comic that I look up to. I look up to like his legacy and like what he built, and how he's in movies and stuff like that. I admire um his career as a whole. Um, there's another person who I like Steve Harvey.
Mhm.
I like Steve. I like, and for me, when I look at comic, I don't only look at what they do on stage. I look at their career and their active legacy. And then
Yeah.
in terms of Caribbean comics that I would love to work with is White Yachty, Major Hype,
Mhm.
so Tricks. I love comedians that either have the same start as me, and meaning like they grew up in Toronto or they have a Jamaican parents. I like comedians that I feel like I can see myself in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. The noise is gone. Please.
Just the best.
So Faith is gonna go make a joke about I was on this show and
Yeah, the alarm went off.
All yours. Beep, beep,
Right?
beep.
That's all right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, before we do get into that, I wanted to say thank you to the viewing audience that are watching on all the platforms: Facebook, YouTube, TDN, and Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, we appreciate you. That threw me off.
A lot of noises, a lot of sounds.
I was like, is that
Right?
the alarm again? What's going on? Now it's raining.
It's a clapping alarm.
Yeah,
man.
so it's
All
time
right.
for our game. Our game. Quick.
So I was late. Did they tell you about the game, Faith?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just making sure. I was
and
late.
she willingly said yes.
Yeah.
Didn't have to twist her arm or anything.
Uh oh.
You know. Anyway, you want to get started?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, you mean me start?
Yeah. Don't matter to me. I start.
Okay. All right, let me just do a simple one to start it off.
Mm-hmm.
Stand-up comedy or social media comedy?
Ooh, like which one would I pick, or
Which one would you pick?
Ooh. Okay, I'll explain why too. I would say internet comedy. Reason being because I'm looking at long term. I'm looking at the future tense and the creator economy, and social media ecosystem is growing rapidly, and I can only see that like shooting through the roof. So I would take my chances in building a large following online, because I know that will lead to a pathway of other opportunities. Because in order to do well at stand up or excel, you need a social media presence, right? In order to do, and it doesn't work the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
I would say internet, because there's endless opportunities through that.
Fair enough.
All right. You get to choose one, not 1.5, just one. Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, White Yardie, Major Hype. If you had to work with one comic, which
Ooh.
one would it be?
Ooh, that's so hard.
That's hard. Not 1.5. That's
Ooh,
You want to come back to it?
I'm gonna, I would say, I would say Steve Harvey, because I think what I want to do in my career, it closely aligns with him and what he has accomplished and stuff like that. And I think
Right.
we would make something great. And I think it would be, beyond just stand up. I think it would translate into other things that I'm
Right.
looking towards doing. So I think it would make the most sense.
I like
But
the
that was
way you-
very hard.
I like the way you answered that though. That if you think about it, the way you answered that yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about like the big picture at the end, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm always looking at the big picture.
Yeah, wicked.
Mm.
All right, go ahead, Jay.
What is the worst advice you've ever been given?
The worst
Why
advice
am
that
I
I've
in slow
given.
motion right
Yeah,
now?
you've ever been given up.
Um,
She's in the Matrix.
You
I feel
see
like
that?
this. So I feel
Sorry.
like the advice that I'm about to say, I feel like it's a double edged sword. I think it's a kind of like a piece of advice that you take it how you want it,
Mhm.
but it's kind of like you're young, it's okay to make mistakes. I don't fully believe in that. I
Right.
don't. I
Mm,
think the better your start, the even greater your finish. I don't believe in wasting my youth on making
Mistakes.
um idiotic mistakes. You know,
Right.
you know, idiotic.
mm.
I don't believe in that.
Are you a philanthropist? Like, on
That's a
top of
goal.
being,
That's a
huh?
goal. That's a goal of mine. I do want to get into philanthropy and humanitarianism.
Yeah, like you're very deep and thoughtful about the questions
Yeah.
that we're asking you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like it though, because it's almost like she's answering the answers perfect. But the last one, I don't know. She's gonna get perfect. Um, um, what's the biggest risk you ever had to take pertaining comedy?
Oof. Mm, I would say honestly starting stand up, like reason being because I have a college diploma and I have a university degree. And traditionally it doesn't make sense for me to pursue something that you don't need either of those. You know, it would makes more sense to pursue something in my
Mm-hmm.
career. So I would say the risk is choosing a career that it's kind of like, especially just entertainment, it's kind of like it the things with entertainment, especially stand up, is like there's no straight narrow path. Everybody that has made it in stand up comedy entertainment, their path has like this. You can ask
Right.
someone
Mhm.
else that's in entertainment, and their paths would not even be the same. It would
Right.
have the same outcome, but it wouldn't be the same. So, I really took a leap of faith pursuing this as a career within itself. So it's a risk within itself,
Okay.
Hmm.
but it's worth it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there's just one more question. One more.
Heartbeat.
Do you hear that heartbeat?
Oh, it
Is that
sounds
your
like mine.
heartbeat?
Actually, it sounds like mine. like they hear my heart right now. This is crazy.
Okay. What is the funniest thing that has ever happened to you or something that has made you laugh the hardest? Being a comedian,
Uh huh.
Yeah.
we've never asked a comedian this question.
No.
Not
It's a
even
good
the other comedian we
question.
had on. So
Wow,
So
who's
that's a
the first?
very good question.
give.
Oh, you might want to play the heart racing thing. That's what.
Keep in mind you're a comedian.
So, what was the funniest thing that's happened to made me laugh? Oh, that's so hard. Ooh, I don't even
You
know.
know, at this point, you can opt to just give us a joke. Just
I don't know.
something that's made you laugh the
Okay, I'll
hardest.
help you. Like we had a guy on here one time. I think that's in the intro, the outro of the show. He said while he was performing live, the cord of the mic just fell off.
Oh, that's actually happened to me.
You can't use that one though.
No, I can't use that.
Oh,
That was somebody used that one already.
damn. It would have to be like maybe like something with like my family or something.
Yeah, let's hear
Yes,
it.
family's the best. Oh, those are
Yeah.
the best ones.
A
Um,
safe one, maybe.
I'll tell you guys.
Hmm.
So this happened like this was like a Christmas ago when I was a lot younger, and I really wanted these Concord 11s, these Jordans. So my brother decided to get me the box. So he got me the box where the shoe comes in, and that year that shoe came out, and I was so excited. I was on my best behavior because I saw it under the tree. So my brother and my mom are watching me open up my gift. And I get to that gift, so I saved it last. I'm thinking, I got the shoes, whatever. So I get to the gift and I'm holding the shoe box and they're laughing. And my brother, he's a very serious man. So they're laughing. I'm like, they're definitely just happy for me that I got these shoes.
Oh, boy.
Open up the box, and it was just filled with socks. It was just filled with socks.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I mean,
They
they
got the actual shoes though.
Yeah, your family's cold.
it was funny to them. So
Who got the actual shoes?
I don't know.
What? So there was no shoes, period?
No shoes.
That's the funny part of it.
I'm burning down the house. I'm
That's
sorry.
the crazy part. So periodically, my brother would like bring it up. He'd be like, "You remember that one Christmas? Remember that one Christmas?" Like, yeah, I remember that. So
You never forget it.
I'll never forget it. But yeah,
Wow. I'm burning. I'm fighting somebody.
right?
Yeah, somebody's
Wow.
getting hurt. I'm sorry.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a kick out of it though.
That's actually
Well-
traumatizing.
Right? So I guess your family could say jokes on you.
Is I put them. Yeah.
Right?
Damn. They got the comedian guy. Oh man. Oh, thank you so much for joining us on Dissect. It was a pleasure. Please let the people know where they could view some of your stuff, or they could follow you and all that good stuff.
Definitely. Well, if you want to connect with me, follow me at Faith with the Jokes on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe to me on YouTube. And if you would like to book me as an event host, as your event MC, definitely shoot me an email. Let's chat. Let's have some fun. I bring the energy. I bring the jokes. Also, if you're thinking about putting an event, you need some performances. You have some artists. You have a spoken word, but you don't have a comedian.
Right?
Book me.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Faith. That was a great interview.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to share my story, chatting with me. So thank you guys so much.
Yes, we definitely appreciate your presence. And you did not make us laugh too much. You made us laugh, but not too much. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I'll save it. I'll save it for when y'all come to a show. I'll save it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, well then, yeah, I want to laugh until my teeth could fall. I wouldn't care. All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another successful show here on TDN TV and of course Dissect TV. Hope you guys had fun. This was informative. It was fun. Yeah.
Great way to kick off 2026.
Great way to kick off 20. Yep, I gotta say for sure.
Yeah.
So what else we got in the bag? Surprise! Next week we'll be
Next week we have. You know what? It's the beginning of the year. It's we had Faith with the jokes. Now we gotta get a little bit serious and talk about life insurance. So we had her on last season, and I think we thought it would be good to have her on again to talk about life insurance and how important it is for our people to get insured.
Most
so
definitely.
Sophia Waterman is going to be on next week.
Nice. So get some laughs today. Get educated next week, and life insurance is serious. Like we spoke about this the last time. It's serious. So please join in. Subscribe to the channels if you have not subscribed to the channels. TDN TV, Dissect TV. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and we will see you guys next week right back here at 7:00. Have a blessed week and a blessed weekend and happy everything to y'all.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Peace.
First to the Dissect team because you guys made today possible. Special shout out to everyone who's made the film possible.
Or if you don't want to look at it like that, dissect all you really, I mean dissecting.
I like the comments of people that saying things. I don't even know how to respond to that, to be honest.
Could be the past when you were like
recorded a whole song with a newborn baby breastfeeding.
And while performing, the cord drop out the mic.
This guy took his sock. His socks
And
off.
put it over the mic.
I put it over the mic.
Oh my. You know you have to love yourself first.
I love to sing.
Just know how to dance.
Yeah. And then the people who think the comments are bothering.
The meds I was on was about the lack of respect.
My brain don't work so fast when it comes to them real day. Him say when him wake up a morning time, him a float.
That was the funniest thing ever happened to me.
You again?
I'm grateful for the blessings that I have so far.
It's just a matter of, for example,